o microfone.
Tá bom, perfeito.
Galera, a gente vai entrar daqui a pouquinho, então. Daqui a pouquinho não, agora. Vamos entrar agora aqui com o Jin Cheung. Vou pedir para vocês aqui uma salva de palmas. Pode vir, Jin Cheung! Bem-vindo, bem-vindo, bem-vindo! Hey Jim, what's up?
Hi, nice to be here.
How do you like the con so far?
It's been amazing, absolutely amazing. Very impressed by the crowds and the size of this convention center. It's very incredible.
Could you talk a little closer to the mic?
Oh, sorry.
All right, cool. Is this your first time in Brazil?
It is. I'm finding it very interesting. I'm learning a lot and meeting all the Brazilian people. It's been amazing. Yeah, I wish I knew how to speak Portuguese more, and I would like somebody to teach me. But you know, I just want to enjoy as much as I can of the show.
Ooh, all right. This is Thiago. He's one of our main specialists in comics, and he's a big fan of yours.
Yes, Jin. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Jin, I'm nervous now, but I have a question for you. The first question: how do you like Comic-Con and Brazilian fans so far?
How do I find the con so far?
Yes.
It's been great. I mean, I've only seen the path from the front entrance to my table mostly. I mean, I wish I had the time to participate in some of the displays, and the events, but you know, it all looks so much fun, and I wish I had more time to do that.
Yes, Brazilian fans is so crazy for your artists and. I like so much when the artists come to Brazil and show the works for us. It's very nice, and it's an honor to meet you now. I will for the next question.
Let me ask you something. You've been working with comics and superhero comics since the 90s. Is that what you're envisioning for yourself when you started drawing comics? Is that like always wanted to work with superheroes? Or is that something that like you bumped into superheroes and that's what you do?
No, this was very much my dream as a kid. From the age of about 9 or 10, I already knew I wanted to do comic books, but I just didn't know how to do it. So luckily I found the right path and I met the right people. And I've been able to keep it going for as long as I have. But thank you for reminding me how long it's been.
Jin, what would you like for you to work with characters important worldwide and the world has heroes of Marvel DC Comics, knowing that these stories reach thousand people around the world?
It's pretty much been a dream come true, like I said. The fact that I get to work on the characters that I grew up reading has been amazing, and the fact that you know, these stories are being read by so many people and they're resonating with people all around the world has been truly incredible. I never thought that it would happen when I was, like I said, like as a kid making my own little comic books, and you know. Never would I think it would take me to the other side of the world.
We are talking with Jin Cheung here, and we are able to see some of his art. We're showing here on our broadcast and here on the screen. How do you see your work evolving through these years? I mean, do you see that your style is evolving as well, or do you have like a sense of what the things that you want to do and you keep doing? How do you see that?
Well, I'm never really happy with my own work, so it's always been an evolving, it's constantly developing. I'm constantly very critical of my own work, so I never like what I do. So every time something comes out in print, I can see the mistakes and I try to fix it the next time to make it better. So that's why if you look at my work from very early on to what it is now, it's very, very different.
You say you're never happy with your work, but still, the artist, he's never able to have like a block, a creative block, because you have to work all the time, right?
Yes.
How do you deal with that?
It's not easy. I mean, I'm constantly in my studio and it's not much fun, to be honest.
I was talking to Thiago before, and the story that you did with Hulkling and Wiccan became really famous in Brazil because the comics was really criticized by the right wing here in Brazil. What were you trying to achieve with this story particularly, and do you feel, I believe that you feel really proud about it. How do you see this comic?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite projects, and Alan wrote an incredible script. When we produced the book, when we were working on it, we never imagined it would create headlines the way it has. I mean, for us, we were just creating a story about a bunch of teenager kids who were caught up in this crazy adventure, and the fact that a couple of them were in a relationship was just one of those things. We tried to treat the characters as naturally as possible, so when it became front page headline in Brazil, it was quite a shock. And to be honest, I was kind of embarrassed that that particular image of Hulkling and Wiccan kissing became so focused upon, because at the time I was heavily behind by deadline. So I wish I had spent more time on that drawing if I had known that so many people would be seeing it. But as it is, I mean, it is what it is, and I'm happy it's had the impact it has.
I was happy to see that because first, I thought that was really well drawn. And after that, it's a beautiful kiss. And seeing that image becoming like this poster for pride, this poster for inclusion, it was just a moment. It's a beautiful moment. I mean, we have to deal with a lot of trouble politically, but still, I was happy to see that happening.
Thank you.
Diversity representation is is very important, mainly in this time. And your comics is very important because this moment in Brazil. My next question is about this. What do you think about the representation in comics? Representation and diversity.
Well, I think it's very important, but like I said, when we were creating those characters, it was just part of their personalities, and you know, for me, it was not an issue. Obviously, it's very important that everybody be represented, and the fact that those characters have appealed to so many has been very heartening. Yeah, I love it.
We were able to see in Disney Plus, in the MCU, some characters that used to work before in the comics, as Kate Bishop. I mean, Kate Bishop became like one of the favorites for people who read comics and watch the series.
Yes.
What is it like to working with these characters? Is that something they were, I mean, were you anxious to work with them before that? And after seeing this adapted to live action, how do you feel about it?
Well, like I said, I mean, in the very beginning, we never thought it would become what it has become. It was just another comic book, and to be honest, at the time, when I was presented with the project, I kind of thought it was a little bit cheesy because, you know, it was just teenage versions of the Avengers, kind of like the DC's Teen Titans. But, you know, I thought it was just, it would be a fun project, and like I said, I'm just very happy it's become what it has become, and I'm very proud of it.
I believe you have been able to walk around the Assis Valley and getting to know some Brazilian artists as well. Did you get this chance to talking to people there and meeting Brazilian work in the comics? Did you have this opportunity?
Not so much, not yet. I hope to later on in the show. Yeah, I've seen so many talented creators. I just, you know, I personally feel intimidated.
And what is it like in your table? Is it busy?
It's been pretty constant, yeah. So it's been lovely meeting everybody.
You need to visit the other tables. The works for Brazilian artists is very nice.
Yeah.
I can help you choose some tables for you know.
Okay, I'm good with that. Yeah.
What news of your work and in the coming?
Right now, I'm mostly working on a bunch of covers for a variety of companies. There's going to be some announcements soon, and I'm hoping to work on an interior story soon with a major company, which I'm very excited about. But obviously, it's all stuff I can't talk about just yet, so sorry.
All right. But when you first started working in comics, did you have a favorite superhero that you still want to work with? Do you have still like a bucket list, or you just checked everyone that you wanted to work with?
No, there was so many characters I still want to work with, but my favorite characters has always been Spider-Man, and I've been lucky enough to draw him in a few occasions. Obviously, they were very short, and I would like to do more, but it's just a matter of Marvel just giving me that call. So if anybody has any influence, just give them a nudge, please.
All right, Jim, thank you very much for being here. It's a pleasure. I hope that you get to see some of CCXP. Your table is really busy. You're F23 and 24.
That's correct, yes.
Is that right? All right, so everybody can visit and check Jim's work. Thank you so much, Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
Please stop on by. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.